Follow those tire tracks. Observe and report. Keep after those tracks. Be on guard. Maybe this is their camp. Don't stay here too long. They're a group, so you'll probably hear them coming, but you never know when they'll be back. Anything suspicious? Even the least experienced poachers would not leave their haul in an unguarded pickup truck. Someone or something sabotaged them, and I doubt that Gustav Baden is the one who slashed their tires. You should get out of here before they return. But first, they've no doubt left traps in the area nearby. Do a quick sweep to remove them before you leave. One less animal for the poachers. But I'd never leave just one trap. Keep scouting. Good work. What is that? Those shots were not meant for you, but they weren't far off either. There's a hut nearby. You should try to take shelter there. But be careful. I have no desire to bury my grandchild today. You're getting close to the hut. Stay low, stay quiet. Make sure you're alone. What happened here? With that many shells, that much damage, these maniacs must have been firing in every direction from inside here. But at what? Are they drunk? Or maybe they're being hunted by the Eloko. Another thing we'll have to investigate. Get moving. We've got reports of smoke coming from the fever tree forest to your west. None of my rangers are out there burning fires right now. Go check it out. More shots fired. And they're screaming. Your brother thinks they might be getting trampled by buffalo. But we'd hear the rumble of hooves if that were the case. My gut tells me those poachers are being punished by the Eloko. Your heart is pure, grandchild, but tread lightly, or the Eloko might come for you too. Put that fire out before it causes a problem. Thank you. What else do you see? Signs of poachers? Their weapons were completely dismantled. Any other clues out there? Savage, eh? Torn clothes, torn bodies. Keep looking for signs of life or death. I'd hate to be barefoot out there, wouldn't you? I think we've seen enough to call this an Eloko problem. But your brother still thinks a mad buffalo or a whole head may have been charging the poachers. We can look into that later. Just about there. Time for you to refresh. Should be safe to go inside. What are those pictures of? A ghost jackal. No, not again. Your brother thinks Gustav found his fungi and it inspired these drawings. But I think we are dealing with something well beyond fungi. A restless spirit who does not want Gustav Baden to journey further along. Grandchild, are you awake yet? Hello? Hello? Ah, there you are. Hope you had a good dream. Now, it's time to get back to work. The other wardens could not find Gustav Baden, but since he decorated that shelter, maybe he is close to you. Can you check on him? Eish. Baden left a note while you were sleeping, so he is nearby. And at least he's still alive. Read the note. Mampara. Your brother may not believe in the Eloko or ghost jackal, but I hope you have an open mind, because I tell you this, that ghost jackal is real, and she means to harm Gustav Baden. And even if you're like your brother and you don't believe me, consider that Baden is tracking a jackal with a strange coat, which may mean it's malnourished or diseased. Whatever you believe, as wardens, we have a responsibility to find Baden before he has a close encounter of the worst kind. You'll remember it for the big plateau, the one with a view to die for. That's where you find the potholes that Baden mentioned in his note. There are plenty of places along the river to check for signs of Baden. The first spot is marked on your map. The area ahead, you might remember, is popular with the tourists. Stop and check it out. Remember these? The giant's kettles? We just call them the potholes. When I was a young warden, my friend Mbali and I used to patrol out here. We saw some tourists bring coins and toss them into the holes for good luck. So we started doing the same. We can't do that anymore. It draws too many thieves. The only predators we ever saw here were a family of jackals, always sulking about. They never bothered Mbali and I. At least. You know what? You should keep moving, looking for Baden. There's another spot to the north. Give it a look. This is not easy for me to talk about, but I must tell you. One day we were a man down, so Mbali went out scouting on her own, even though she was not feeling well. 9 hours later, she hadn't returned. I knew where to look for her, our lucky potholes. But when I found her, she was dead. And the jackals were eating her. Now those jackals have the taste of people, and you know what that means. 2 females, their litters, their mate. I had to shoot them all. They'd never bothered us, but here I thought these jackals killed Mbali. I was so angry. After I shot them, I didn't harvest them. I didn't honor them. I kicked their bodies into the holes and left them to rot while I brought Mbali back to her family. The jackals, come to find out, did not kill Mbali. Sleeping sickness did. As gruesome as it was, the jackals were scavenging, not murdering. They had to be put down, but with respect, not hatred. This is the place where I shot the females. I didn't regret doing it, not at first. But then, whenever I was on night patrol, I began to see it. The ghost jackal. Your brother thinks I should be in therapy for trauma, but the Sangoma confirmed the spiritual nature of the problem. The jackal's spirit haunts me, haunts VURHONGA. Now it haunts Gustav Baden. What if it haunts you, grandchild? What if I have cursed our family? Look, give me a moment here. Your brother is going to lecture me on my superstitious ways. You should continue looking for Baden at the outpost marked up ahead. Hey, thanks for listening to your grandfather without judging me. You're almost at the outpost. Also, I have some news. The coroner recovered those poachers' bodies. Or what's left of them. You made it. Any signs of Baden? No? Oh, this is bad. Very bad. What a mess. What kind of Mampara gives away perfectly good gear to strangers? Gustav Baden, our Mampara of the month. Has he left another note? I have to give Baden credit. He's an even bigger Mampara than I thought. Poisoning himself with fungus and scaling the plateau is perhaps the stupidest thing I have ever heard happening at VURHONGA. And I've been here 45 years. Baden stranded at the top of the plateau. So far, you've saved several animals. Today, you're going to save a mampara. Follow Baden's tracks to reach this base camp of his.